which are also on your handout, we're going to yarn over. We're going to pull through one. We're going to yarn over, and then we're going to pull through two. Hello, it is Wednesday Night Yarn Adventures. And tonight you just give me, because Katie is doing a class. I am at Yarncom. Katie's helping Heather teach a crochet class tonight. So, we're going to recap what we did last week. Hi, Marlene Farms Fiber. And talk about what's coming up next week. So, like I said, we're here in St. Louis at Yarncom. And we are, let's see, make sure, I got everything going over there on Instagram too. So last Wednesday, trying to remember where we even were last Wednesday, to look back at our photos. We were in Salem last Wednesday. We were visiting Katie's family for Thanksgiving, and I cooked lots of food, a couple pies, lots of Thanksgiving dinner food. It was a really fun time. Katie's parents were there, Katie's sister and brother-in-law and our niece were there. We had a lot of food. We did a lot of eating food and a lot of hanging out. It was a very relaxing time. That was on Wednesday. We started cooking. Thursday we ate and had food. Thursday night I actually got to get the telescope out and took some pictures, which I can pull up here. It was a lot of fun. It was very clear. It was the first night it was really cold in Arkansas, or at least in a while. So you can get this pulled up here. Share screen. This is M78. So this is a reflection nebula. So all the stars here in the middle are shining light and illuminating all these dust and gases that are here. You can see all the dark spot is just dust that's kind of blocking the light. That was I had taken a picture of this a while back, but did not get a great one. This is actually a cool picture of a bunch of different galaxies that I took. So this is NGC 7331, this galaxy here. And there's a bunch of little galaxies around it. This is called the Deer Lake group of galaxies. But over here in this part of the screen, you can see Stephan's Quintet. I'll zoom in on that a little bit. This is just a group of galaxies. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 galaxies here. So Stephan's Quintet. There was a really cool picture from the James Webb Space Telescope a couple of years ago now, I guess. And I wanted to see if I could even get a great picture with my telescope. And it is, of course, very far away and looks nothing like the James Webb Telescope picture. But I did get a better picture than I had before. So that was pretty cool. So that was Thursday night. And then... let's see, on Friday, we went to Katie's friend shop, Emma, in downtown Salem. We went and hung out with her for a while and got to see her. She had her little puppy up there. It was a lot of fun, just kind of sit and hang out for a while. All this time we continued to eat lots of good food. Even made another pie on Saturday. Saturday, just chilling out, hanging out. I took some pictures of the fold-out cat yarn that we had, which is all up on the website now. So we got, after we left Q, after our little tour of Texas last week, we picked up a bunch of her litter mates, which is 5 skeins of yarn or 5 braids of fiber, and she dyes them all in the pot at the same time, and picked up I think 37 of those. So we have those on the truck now. I took pictures of all of them. There's like 1 or 2 I think that don't have pictures, but they're all up on the website. We've sold a few of them in person, so they will have those all through December, and or until we sell out of them. And then in January when we head out west, we might still have a few of those. On Sunday, we actually took off and came up to St. Louis. So we drove all the way to St. Louis on Sunday. It was getting pretty cold. Um, Sunday evening there was quite a bit of snow. I think it was Sunday evening. I'm trying to remember when the snow started. I think maybe they had actually gotten some on Saturday up here. It snowed up here, but the roads were. By the time we came up here on Sunday, it was clear. And then on Monday morning, we actually went to the Painted Egg in St. James, Missouri, which is a newer yarn shop. It's been there for about 8 months. The owner, Candy, is doing a great job there. She has a lot of. She kind of does two separate things. So she has yarn that she dyes herself, and then she has a lot of European imported yarns. So just a combo of those two things, and makes a really good shop. She has lots of space there, kind of right in the middle of town. So she gets a lot of folks kind of with interstate travel through there. We had a great time. It was cold and snowy there during the day, but we had the heat on in the truck. It was a really fun time. Katie got to sit and chat a lot. I came in and sat too because you could see the truck from the outside. So we just shut the door, and when somebody came in and wanted to come out to the truck, we let them in. We had lots of fun, and we actually were planning on staying down in the St. James area for the day because it snowed some more during the day, and I got some great pictures of the yarn truck in the snow. And then we realized we had left our charging cord for the truck in at Matt and Heather's house, and so we decided to brave the roads back to St. Louis, which it ended up not being that bad. But um, we drove back, stayed there Monday night, and then yesterday came and hang out in the evening at Yarncom, and had a little stitch night. Had some fun hanging out here. Got some work done. Um, and we've been staying in the truck in Matt and Heather's driveway. And last night we stayed. Last night was Tuesday night. We stayed again last night. Got to sleep in this morning. Kind of was lazy morning and moseying our way on up to the shop up here at Yarncom earlier today. Been hanging out here. We had the Yarn Adventure Speak Easy back in the back. We set the truck up behind the shop in the alleyway, and you come through the shop to the back door. I'm like, all right, where's the good stuff? And I take you out to the truck, and there's just set up in the back in the alley. So it was a lot of fun, and some people kind of know the drill and have done that before, but it's always interesting to see people come through the the first time. They're like, is this okay? Can we do this? um, that was today. Let's see. Tomorrow we will still be here in St. Louis, and then on Friday we are heading over to Bonnie, Illinois, to Bernard Family Farms, the Bernard Family Farm Christmas event. We were there last year. It's a weekend event, so we'll be there on. We'll drive over on Friday, stay Friday night in the truck on the farm there. And we'll be there on Saturday and Sunday. I do not remember the hours off the top of my head, but I can find them very quickly. Let's see. It is 10 to 4 both days. So 10 to 4 Saturday and Sunday. You get to walk around the farm. They have tons of animals you get to go see, and they even do like some petting. They have alpacas and alpacas, goats, llamas. They have a ton of stuff. The last time we were there, they had emus. I think they've acquired. I can't remember if they maybe acquired some Highland cows too. They have all sorts of animals there. And hey, Billy Joe, how's it going? It's probably very cold up there if it's this cold in St. Louis. Billy Joe up in North Dakota. We They also have a shop there. So Bernard Family Farm, they have a farm shop. They do lots of their own yarn and fiber. They have lots of cool holiday gifts and stuff too. It's a great place to buy some gifts for people. It's the beginning of December. People are trying to in full holiday shopping mode. So we'll be there this weekend, and then um, we are driving straight up to Madison, Wisconsin. So we'll be there on Monday the 8th. We'll be at the Madison Knitters Guild, the Madison Area Technical College. We're going to be parked outside. They're meeting. There's huge Knitters Guild, so they have hundreds of people at this Knitters Guild, and we're going to be there at the meeting, vending with a couple of other folks. And it looks like the weather's going to be okay. It's going to be cold, but I don't think it's going to be a lot of snow and ice or anything. And then after we go up to Madison, we'll be driving around back down to Illinois, to Clinton, Illinois, to Leading Men Fiber Arts. So we'll be there on Tuesday. So just the next day, we'll be down in Clinton, Illinois. We after that, I'll be driving back to Arkansas. So next Wednesday, we will be back in Arkansas, I believe. Check the calendar. Yep. So back in Fayetteville for a few days, and then we'll be visiting both of our parents again after that. So, no, end of November, December is kind of our time to spend more time in Arkansas visiting family, and take some time off. I guess for us, that's we don't take a lot of time off, but that's the time we take more off than usual before we get back to January, where we are heading out west. So we're doing a big trip out to Arizona and New Mexico. Gonna go to lots of yarn shops out that way. Gonna do some fun national parks. We're excited about traveling out there. We did the kind of the same thing last year out to New Mexico, but this year we're gonna go a little bit further. And then speaking of a little bit further, in July, we are planning a trip all the way out west. So we're going to go up through Montana, out to the Pacific Northwest, down through Southern Oregon, Nevada, come through Utah, Colorado. So we'll make a big circle out west. We got a few yarn shops kind of nailed down for that one, and then we're looking for some more. So if you are out west somewhere and looking to have the Yarn Adventure truck visit you, we'd be happy to do that. Yarn shop, knitting guild, crochet guild, anywhere you want to have the Yarn Adventure truck visit you. Or if you own a local yarn shop out there and you may not want the Yarn Adventure truck to come set up, but we'd love to come at least say hi and talk to you about our Yarn Adventure partners. We actually represent Indie Dyer's 2 local yarn shops. And that's been going great. So we'd love to talk to you about some of our local or some of our Yarn Adventure partner dyers. So I was just sending out some emails about that today. Our newest one is Liz from Snug and Spun up in Minnesota. So we're excited to add Liz to the partners group. Just got Snug and Spun added to the website today. Been working hard on Eureka Fiber in the Ozarks graphics. There's always a lull. We kind of put things out in early November for classes. There's always a rush. People booking classes in the beginning, and then there's kind of a lull through the holiday season, and then towards the end of the year, it starts picking up again. We're sort of in the middle of that lull right now. So if you're interested in booking a class for Eureka Fiber in the Ozarks, you can check out. There's 55 different ones. There's only one sold out right now. The Eco Loom class is sold out, but other than that, we have knitting, spinning, crochet, weaving. I mean, just all sorts of things that if you want to learn something in fiber arts, you can do it at Eureka. And you can go to EurekaFiberInTheOzarks.com, sign up for those. I got an email yesterday from the caterer for the Friday night event. So we have Three Bird Cafe there in Eureka Springs, one of the local restaurants that caters for the Friday night event. And we're going to be getting a menu together soon for that. So that's exciting. And I'm trying to think if there's been anything else going on. It's been kind of last week. Oh yeah, thanks, Miranda. I think it was okay. So yeah, I sent it out in the newsletter, but I haven't talked about it on here. We had just left my parents last week, so we were in Salem last Wednesday. We actually we visited my parents first and had a little Thanksgiving down there. Then went up to Salem to visit Katie's parents. We saw our cat Ralph that now lived with our parents, along with his little brother Sam. They, were our cats and lived with us for many years. And Ralph, from the time that he was born, and 14 years ago, he was pretty sick when we were there. We tried a couple medicines, and he just was not really doing well, and so we actually had to say goodbye to him. I'm gonna try to find a good picture here. I put it in the newsletter. I put like a bunch of pictures because Ralph was pretty lazy kitty, and so there was about 8 million pictures of him lounging in various positions in all the many places that we have lived. Let's see if I can find a good one here. Da, 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 da. Anyway, he lived a nice long life. He was a very good kitty, and we will miss him very much. But he was definitely ready to go. There's a good. All right, there's a couple of them. Let's see here. Share screen. So this is Ralph, the tuxedo kitty here, with his brother Sam, and he begrudgingly loved Sam. Sam was the little brother cat, and took Ralph a while to warm up to him, but he eventually did. And so that's him. This is kind of Ralph's default state here. He is a very large kitty and like to lounge around. So that's him in his natural state. Um, he just loved to, sit in somebody's lap. So that is Ralph. We will miss him. Let's see here. There we go. They have updated this StreamYard, and it is way different than usual. There we go. I think that's it. Thanks for watching. I usually get Katie. She's the more extroverted and wordy of the two of us. So I hope you all enjoyed this, and we will be coming to you from Fayetteville next week. So happy crafting.